I'm just trying to imagine them being the U.S. champion. So we have this amazing position, which we're about to look at. I think we got it right. And there's, wait a minute, not quite. There's also a bishop here and a pawn here. So they each have 4 pawns, a minor piece, a queen, and 2 rooks. And it's white to play. And both players have a weak back rank here. White's king can't run, and black's king can't run. And Fischer takes advantage. It's Fischer who's white to move. And he plays an amazing move. He goes, rook takes the pawn. Okay? What do we call that when the rook moves and the bishop in back checks? What do we call that kind of a check? Do you remember we have a name for that?
Discovered.
Discovered check? I would call it uncovered check, but in the chess books they call it discovered check. So here's the problem that black has. Suppose he takes the rook. Now the rook is pinned. How would white checkmate black if black took the rook? Look at all the white's pieces. How could he force checkmate here? Can one of white's pieces do a back rank mate? Which one of white's pieces can get to the back rank and mate the black king? Well, only one of white's pieces can get to the back rank. Which one is it?
The rook?
Yeah. So the rook would come down, and this rook can't come back and block. That's illegal because he's pinned. So he could block with this rook, and Fischer would take, and he would block with the queen, and then this would be checkmate. So the first trick is, because of the weak back rank, you can't take the rook. But remember, Fischer has a weak back rank also. So the opponent says, big deal. Check. I'm checking you now. Now your king can't run. But Bobby Fischer had a brilliant move prepared here, which wins the game. How does he stop? He can't do R for run, and he can't do C for capture, so he has to do P for protect. What's the winning move? How does he protect his king and win the game? One of his pieces is going to come back and block. The queen, unbelievably, you say, what? He gives up his queen, because here's the problem that black has. If he goes rook takes the queen, check, Fischer goes rook takes the rook, check, and now black loses. What can black do? He only has 3 bad moves. If he moves his king away, how does he get checkmated now? Rook takes the rook is checkmate. Okay, if he tries to block with his rook, we have that same checkmate as in the first example. How does he checkmate again, Afrin? Which piece can go to the back rank? Which one of white's pieces can go to the back rank? Right. And again, this would be checkmate. The queen could block, but that would be checkmate. So he only has one possibility left. He captures the bishop with his queen. He figures, well, Fischer gave up his queen, I'll give up my queen. And now, how does white win the game? If he goes pawn takes queen, he loses. You see how he loses if he goes pawn takes queen? How does he lose? How does black checkmate white? Because of the weak back rank. Rook takes the rook. But Fischer has a very clever move prepared. He doesn't take the queen right away. What does he do first?
Lose his pawn.
No, he has no time for that. He's down a queen here. Can he capture something other than the queen? He can't. After, what can he capture?
Can't capture the rook.
That's what he does. Rook takes the rook check, doesn't give the queen time to move, and now he takes the queen, and now he's winning because he has a rook and a pawn against the knight. 14-year-old kid, can you imagine that? Winning a game like this? Unbelievable. He became the U.S. champion, and he won the U.S. championship 8 times. All 8 times that he played, he won it every year. So those 3 games that we looked at all have the same theme, of weak back rank, which I think is chapter 2 in your Bobby Fischer